Counterpunch boxing news. Counterpunch boxing news.
Like he said.
Counterpunch boxing news.
Like he said.
Counterpunch boxing news.
Like he said.
Counterpunch boxing. Counterpunch boxing news. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jarrell, Big Baby Miller. Get this. Jarrell Miller states that Anthony Joshua's career would be over if he fights Wilder, says Jarrell Miller. And this is what he had to say. He said, he's not fighting Wilder. That's not happening. Eddie Hearn is not going to sign AJ's life and career away just yet. He won't do that. Those are the words of Jarrell Miller, and let me counterpunch. We've heard Jarrell Miller say that AJ, revving him all up, saying that he won't go anywhere near Deontay Wilder. And Jarrell Miller thinks that if AJ fights Deontay Wilder, his career is over. Well, I don't think so. I think how that fight goes, I think it depends on the excitement of the fight. I think it depends on what happens in the fight. Really win, lose, or draw for both fighters. See, at this point, Wilder has his stripes because Wilder might have got beat in 2001, October 9th. But he left with something. He left with the respect of the fans. He left with, hey, man, that was a terrific fight. And those guys have sealed a trilogy from 3 fights. And the third one probably being the best at this point because you have multiple knockdowns between both fighters. You got both guys hit the canvas multiple times. Wilder has and walks away with that juice, with those stripes, with those rankings, okay? And I think if Joshua fights Wilder and you have multiple knockdowns, you sure as shit knowing damn well you're going to see another fight. And if Wilder, even if it's a back and forth, if it's a challenge and they both show heart and grit and determination and the will to win, and they go out on their shield, nobody will hate that. I think this is what the society of boxing fans have this misconstrued. First of all, I don't think Jarrell Miller said that because he believes it. I think Jarrell Miller said that to piss off AJ and to self-promote himself into another possible fight with AJ. You know what I'm saying? So saying something like that about Anthony Joshua while Anthony Joshua was right behind him, I think is a clever way to sell yourself. Don't get it twisted. Jarrell Miller's not stupid. Jarrell Miller knew, I have to say something that gets under Anthony Joshua's skin while I have that man here live in person, because the last time I was able to be in this position, it was over 4 years ago. It was in 2019 when he was talking all that cash money shit. Okay? And, of course, he messed that all up with all the drugs that he was injecting in his body or whatever. And that was that. So he knew, hey, this is my next time to shine. I'm fighting Danny Dubois, but Danny Dubois ain't the prize, people. Danny Dubois is the reintroduction back into the door of success for Jarrell Miller that could possibly put him where he was 4 years ago. See, Jarrell Miller's behind time, and he's trying and he's playing catch up, people. That's his idea, and that's his strategy. I need to catch up because I need to be where I was 4 years ago when I still had a wife, still had a family, still had a good reputation, okay, and was soon to have millions of dollars. That's where he's trying to be now. I don't know what he's making now. I don't think that's the point. I think the point is I have to say something to AJ to piss him off. We all know. We've seen Deontay Wilder with Eddie Hearn. They're taking selfies together. You know what that means? That means the conversations, the relationships are beginning to improve drastically. Why? Because these two sides are talking. Why? Because if these guys, if Joshua beats Wiley and Wilder beats Parker, will come together for a super fight because they know the money is coming from Saudi Arabia by the pounds, by the millions. Okay? So that shit about Jarrell Miller saying that, hey, his career will be over if he fights Deontay Wilder. Well, first of all, if his career is over, fine and dandy, because the man is rich. So it doesn't really matter. He'll be far more richer than anybody in that room, including Wilder. Let's just be real. Anybody that those 16 fighters, right? Or 16 fights or whatever. All of those guys on that panel, Joshua will make more money than them fighting Deontay Wilder. Guaranteed. They would probably have to put all their checks together and they still won't match what Joshua made. So if his career is over, well, let it be over. And if it's a cash out, why? This is the biggest thing because there's no guarantee that Tyson Fury is going to beat Alexander Usyk and Joshua already fought Usyk. So if Usyk beats Tyson Fury's name won't really be relevant. And we don't know how Tyson Fury will react to a loss inside the ring. So we don't know how that's going to go. And Tyson may not even be worthy to fight mentally because he just got a defeat and we don't know how he's going to take that. So fighting Deontay Wilder is the way to go. Damn the belts. The belts are not even in that panel of all those fighters anyhow. That doesn't matter if they're getting millions of dollars now, does it? It just means they don't have to worry about paying sanctioning fees to belts. But you guys tell me what you think of Jarrell Miller stating, warning Anthony Joshua that his career will be over if he steps in the ring with Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.